I never thought a moment of silence could echo so loudly. But that's exactly what happened when my future father-in-law, in a room full of family and friends, decided to crack a joke, implying that he, or one of his brothers, might have fathered my unborn child. I looked at him, smiled politely, and said, "I don't get it. Could you explain it to me?" That's when the laughter stopped, because suddenly it wasn't a joke anymore. It was a spotlight, and he was standing alone in it. 2 years ago, I stood in front of my fiance's family and told them the truth. I had been an escort. From the age of 18 to 23, I sold sex. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't something I bragged about. It was survival. It was the only way I could stay in school, keep a roof over my head, and not end up on the street. I never expected understanding, but I didn't ask for shame either. That night, when the truth came out, it wasn't even my choice. His brother-in-law had exposed me, dug into my past like it was some dark secret he could hold over my head. I still don't know how he found out. All I know is that my fiancé didn't. And when it all came out, he didn't flinch. "Yes, I did that," he said. "Yes, I know. Yes, I love her anyway." We thought we'd moved on. The family didn't. For months afterward, I noticed the way some of the women in his family suddenly started hovering near their husbands when I was around, as if I might pounce, as if I were desperate. These were men in their 50s and 60s, married, graying. Some of them barely looked me in the eye. It was humiliating. But my fiancé shut it down. He saw it too, and he made it clear. I wasn't someone to be whispered about. I wasn't some threat to their marriages. I was his partner, his equal. Slowly, the comments faded. The side eyes lingered. Then we got engaged. And 5 months ago, we found out I was pregnant. We were thrilled, nervous, hopeful. Everything you're supposed to be. We told his family right away. His siblings were happy. His mom pulled me aside. She didn't cry. She didn't hug me. She asked if the baby was really her son's. Just like that. No hesitation, no apology, just suspicion. I blinked at her, rolled my eyes, and told her yes. Of course it was. She gave me a forced smile, the kind people give when they're trying to hide their judgment behind polite concern. She said she just wanted to make sure. She said she was happy to be a grandmother. I knew then, this wasn't over. Fast forward to last weekend. We were at his parents' house, family gathering, small talk about the baby, who he might look like, whose nose, whose eyes. Then my future father-in-law spoke. He said that he and all his kids have a birthmark on the inside of their thigh, that it runs in the family, that even one of his grandchildren has it. Then he laughed and said, in front of everyone, "But how can we know who the baby got it from? Could be me, could be my boy, could be one of my brothers." He and his brothers laughed, like it was the funniest thing they'd said all day, like it wasn't a loaded insinuation, like it wasn't him implying I'd slept with half the family. I saw my fiancé's face tighten, his jaw clenched. He was about to say something, but I got there first. "I don't get it," I said, looking right at his father. He chuckled, uneasy now. "Well, because it runs in the family." "No," I said. "I mean, why would the baby get it from you?" The room quieted. He shifted in his seat. "It's just a joke. You know, ha-ha." "I still don't get it. Can you explain it to me?" One of his friends, sitting nearby, broke the silence. "Hey," the friend said, "that's not funny." And just like that, the air changed. The joke wasn't a joke anymore. It was a threat in disguise, a weapon dressed up in laughter, and he knew it. So he stood up, muttered something, and left the room. Later, his son-in-law, the same man who outed me 2 years ago, came over to where I was standing. He told me I'd embarrassed the man in his own house, that I knew what the joke was about, and because of my past, I shouldn't be surprised, that I should apologize. Let that sink in. A man made a sexualized joke about me in front of my fiancé, our family, and their friends, and I was the one who was supposed to apologize because of who I used to be, because I dared to survive the only way I could. The thing is, I wasn't shocked. I've seen this before, heard the whispers, felt the eyes, but something shifted in me that night, because it wasn't just about me anymore. It was about the child growing inside me, a child who would one day hear these jokes if I didn't stop them now, a child who would wonder why Grandma asked if Daddy was really his father, who might grow up believing shame was something inherited. No, I will not raise my child in a house where respect is conditional. I will not apologize for demanding basic human decency. I will not apologize for making a man explain the cruelty hiding in his joke. And I will not sit quietly while people who are supposed to be family treat me like I'm disposable. So, am I the asshole? For standing up for myself? For refusing to be the punchline? For drawing the line at humiliation? Or is the real embarrassment what he said, not how I made him explain it? You tell me. But I know what I feel. I feel free. Because that night, my fiancé and I made a decision. We're going no contact. They don't know it yet. But we're done. We're choosing peace. We're choosing safety. We're choosing our child. We're choosing each other. Because family isn't about blood. It's about who you protect when the world tries to shame them. It's about who you fight for, even when it's uncomfortable. And sometimes, it's about who you leave behind to protect what matters most. So no, I'm not the one who should be ashamed. And I'm definitely not the one who should apologize. This story is more than an internet drama or a viral moment. It's a mirror, held up to every room where someone laughed too loud at a cruel joke and no one asked why. It's a reminder that shame doesn't live in our past. Shame lives in how people weaponize it. And the most powerful thing you can do, sometimes, is simply refuse to play along, to stop the laughter, to ask, "Can you explain that?" Because in that moment, the mask slips. The joke becomes what it always was, a warning sign. This story is about resilience, about surviving without apology, about drawing a line, not for revenge, but for dignity. And maybe, just maybe, it's about redefining what family means. Not who raised you, not who shares your blood, but who chooses you with open eyes and open hands. So now we ask you, what would you do in her shoes? Would you have kept the peace? Or asked the question that stopped the room cold? Let us know in the comments below. Because sometimes, the story that changes us is the one that refuses to stay quiet.